Hello and welcome to Tales from Nerd. I am your host, a random nerd slash Kevin, and this is the weekly podcast where I talk about comics. Now, hopefully, by the time this is edited and everything, this will go up on Tuesday. Hopefully, if not, it'll go on its regular Wednesday time. I'm changing it to Tuesdays at 10:30 in the morning. So if you do watch, you could, say, "Oh, I'm interested in this book and this book and this book." But yeah, this is the show or podcast where I talk about the books that are coming out September 11th, which, it's also a historical moment for America. But we're going to move on to the books. So I did not set this up like I usually do. It's very late at night, so let me go set this up real quick. But how's everyone's week? My week's been a bit busy, as you can see. I moved some stuff around and I've been reading my books because I'm very far behind. I'm like a month behind now, which is better than what I was a couple weeks ago. I mean, I'm barely in August books. Barely in August, month of August books. So trying to catch up. It's very hard because I gotta read these, I have a job, and I edit this. So, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't say I have to do this. I mean, I do like doing this, but enough rambling. But I'm right now, again, like I say, I'm sitting at the books I'm picking up. There's probably going to be a change in how this is going to be done in the future. I don't know yet. Because this is still pretty brand new to me. But yeah. But a lot of books coming out this month. Give it that much. Loki. My God. Man. This September is not too kindly to your wallet. Jesus. Alright, that's another book I'm getting. Oh my God. Again, I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 books. Oh my God, that's a lot of books, mate. That's a lot of books. It's kind of, what was it? Yeah, last week was a heavy week. It was like 30 books, which is like the most I've ever picked up in ever. At like 25 used to be my maximum. Now it's 30 because I'm picking up tie-ins. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the books that are coming out this week on Wednesday. So if something is interesting to you, let me know in the comments. I really want to know what books I described to you that are interesting, and if there's a book from Marvel DC you want me to talk about, let me know, because I do want to pick up more. Oh, I do, and I don't want to pick up more books because I already picked up enough. But I wouldn't mind a little comment. Say, hey, read this. Because I think it's good, or can you cover about this character? But yeah, we're gonna move on to the first book of the week. Is Absolute Carnage vs. Deadpool #2, written by Frank Terry and art by Marcelo Ferreira, and the price point is $3.99. This is a description of the book. Carnage's most wanted. Having hosted 5 separate symbiotes, Deadpool becomes a prime target for Codex hunters. Dark Carnage puts a target on Deadpool's back, and the most dangerous forces in the Marvel Universe are on his trail. There's only one way out, and it will be absolute carnage. Now, I haven't read the first one. I think I have it behind the camera. So I don't know. Again, it's a mini. It's a tie-in series to Absolute Carnage. So you really don't have to pick this up. I'm picking it up because I'm a sucker for tie-ins. I really am, and I'm really wish I wasn't a sucker for tie-ins, especially for Marvel. I think, in my opinion, if you heard me this before, Marvel has pretty much horrible, horrible stance for tie-ins. When it comes to tie-ins, Marvel has like 50 tie-ins, and you really don't need to read it. I read it because why not? But yeah, that's the end of that book. Would you pick it up? We're going to move on to the next book, which I'm actually really excited for this one. We're going to go to Absolute Carnage Symbiote of Vengeance, #1. It's only a one-shot as well, so you're like, I want to see what this story is about. You'd be like, yeah, I could see that. The writer is Ed Brisson, art by Juan Frigeri. The price point is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Carnage is hunting down previous symbiote hosts for the codices that will unlock a direct link to the symbiote god Null. And he's not asking nicely, he's taking them by force. Which means former Ghost Rider Alejandra Jones is next on the hit list. With Johnny Blaze preoccupied as Hell's King, it's up to Danny Ketch to ride again and keep Alejandra out of Carnage's clutches. Now, so they are referencing that Johnny Blaze is the King of Hell. So if I remember during the Doctor Strange Damnation event, he tricked Mephisto or the Devil, and because he was running a casino in Las Vegas, Johnny Blaze just went to hell and he took the seat, and he was the King of Hell basically, which was a pretty okay story. It wasn't the best in my opinion, but it was okay. Some things Doctor Strange would have never done, but he did. He rose up Las Vegas. I mean, not New York. It was a pretty interesting story. It did give the Spirit of Vengeance Doctor Strange, which was a cool combination. But is this a good pickup? No. I'll tell you when it's a jumping on point. I'm saying if this is a good pickup or not. It's not. It's a tie-in issue. But if you really like Carnage, if you like the Absolute Carnage event as well, or Ghost Rider, this might pique your interest. But in my opinion, you might not want to pick up this book. But we are going to move on to probably one of my favorite titles, The Amazing Spider-Man, #29, written by Nick Spencer and art by Ryan Ottley. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. The aftershocks from Mary Jane's recent decision are felt throughout Spider-Man's life. Without that throwing Peter's life into upheaval, a supervillain rearing their head is not helpful. Now, I am 2 issues behind. I'm on issue 26 of Spider-Man. I like what they're doing. They're hunting down Boomerang. So I'm guessing this might be part of a new storyline because it's not mentioning anything else. But Amazing Spider-Man is always good, and I do believe this is a good jumping on point. If not, let's just say this: if you're reading Spider-Man from the beginning, you're gonna enjoy it. But if you want to jump on, you're like, I don't know where to read Spider-Man. You could jump on this and then decide. I don't give you a direct jumping on point. I just give you like a soft idea where to jump on for the book. Now we're gonna move on to the next book, which is Batman #78, written by Tom King and art by Clay Mann. And the price point is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. In the first part of a City of Bane interlude, Batman receives help from an ally he thought he had lost for good, Catwoman. Still recovering from the beatings he took from Bane and Flashpoint Batman, aka his dad, the Dark Knight re-eyes himself for a return to Gotham City, and it's Selina Kyle who holds the key. She knows Bane is fueling his regime, and she'll help Batman shut down that supply line. But first, she has to whip the battered hero into shape. I don't know. In my opinion, I read issue 75. It was interesting, but it was okay. I was expecting a lot more from issue 75, but it was okay. I was like, eh. Is this a good jumping off point? No, unfortunately not. It's an interlude, so it's really hard because it's an interlude, so it's a story between. Um, so it's just stopping. It's not part three of City Bane. It's just you know just stopping point. They're like, okay, we're just gonna give some explanation to what's going on with Catwoman, City of Bane, how Bane took over a little bit. I think they'll explain that a little bit in this issue. But not gonna jump on point. Batman, unfortunately, is not gonna jump on point, unfortunately, which is very sad. But we're gonna move on to the next book, which is Batman and the Outsiders #5, written by Brian Hill and art by Dexter Soy. And the price point is $3.99. And this is the description of the book. The outsiders must stop Ishmael if they hope to rescue Sophia and bring her back to Gotham to meet with Batman. But vanquishing such a fearsome opponent will have dire consequences, especially for one of the members of the team. This team has Duke Thomas, A.K. Signal, Black Lightning, and Katana, which were the main people in Brian Hill's Detective Comics run. I thought this book was gonna be like a 3-issue mini, but they extended it, which okay. It's okay. It's probably one of the weaker Bat titles. I think it's yeah, it's part 5 of a storyline. Yeah, it's just part 5 of a storyline, so not gonna jump on point, unfortunately, as well. So we're gonna move on to the next book, which is Captain Marvel #10, written by Kelly Thompson and art by Carmen Carnero. The price point is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Fall to pieces. It's official. New Hero Star is in, and Captain Marvel is out. As Carol struggles to deal with her changing role and unravel the mystery of what is happening in her powers, a risky new alliance she's forged may turn out to be even more dangerous than she expects. Will Carol be willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to save the world that has turned on her? This is part 3 of a storyline. It's interesting. Carol is getting weaker. She starts becoming weaker. She can't even go toe to toe with She-Hulk anymore. So she's bleeding from her nose as well, which is like, I'm becoming weaker. I do like where they're going with this. I think the storyline is a little bit better than the first story arc. If they maybe jumped on this, then whatever story arc they had the first time, I think this would have been a fantastic story arc. In my opinion, I'm enjoying this a little bit better. It is better. It is like a jumping on point. You're gonna have to read issue. If you're gonna go to a comic book store, you gotta pick up 10, 9, and 8 to at least know what you're reading to. Yeah. That's really about it for this book, because they're also leading to like a Dark Carol story. Yeah, Captain Marvel becomes evil, but we'll get to that book when it comes out. Let's move on. So we're gonna move on to the next book, which is Catwoman #15, written by Ram V and art by Mirka Andolfa. And Jolie Jones does the cover, but she's no longer writing the book, which is very unfortunate. I did like her writing style for the book, but the price point is $3.99. And this is a description of the book. After running a gauntlet of assassins to get her hands on the dossier detailing all the illegal activities of Villahermosa, Selena Khan must go up against the big bosses of the criminal underworld. She must deal with their gun-toting mercenaries, Yakuza hitwoman, and the masked bounty hunter lockup, all while still carrying a price on her head. Is there a way she can collect both big prizes herself and still walk away alive? Catwoman. Did I read this one? No, I gotta read issue 14, which I really don't know. I read issue 13. I really don't, to be honest, I really don't know if this is a good jumping on point or not. I really don't. I don't even know where that book is. I think it's over. I'll look it up later. I don't know. If you like Cat One, you could probably pick this up or pick up issue 13, 14, 15. But at the same time, this has been like a long story arc, in my opinion, with the Villa Hermosa. So very hard to jump on. But Catwoman's been good, and Ram V, it's hard because Jolie Jones did a good job. Yeah, the last time she wrote the book was issue 13. That's it. She's no longer. I think she's no longer writing the book, unfortunately, and she did such a good job too. Unfortunately, she's no longer in the book. I'll still read it. I mean, it's still pretty. Well, again, I haven't read 14, so we'll see. But we're gonna move on to the next book, which is is it a good jumping off point? Maybe, maybe. But we're gonna move on to the next book, unfortunately. Daredevil number 11, written by Chip Zdarsky and art by Mark Cicchetto. Yeah, Mark Cicchetto's back. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yes, I've missed his art, because if you read the previous Daredevil with that art, but Mark Cicchetto's art is with Daredevil phenomenal. The price point is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Through hell begins here. Matt struggles with his inner demons. Duty and honor bound, Detective Cole North continues hunting the vigilantes of New York. His first target, Spider-Man. The devil still runs the kitchen, but who or what are they? Now, this is a new storyline, so if you want to jump on Daredevil now, this is where you want to jump on now, because it's a new part. Daredevil's no longer Daredevil. He's given up the mantle, and it's been about like 5 issues. 5, 6 issues, he hasn't been Daredevil anymore. And it looks like someone else has taken up that mantle. Now, Chip Zdarsky said that this will be a different kind of story. Will Matt even be Daredevil anymore after this? I don't know, but I'm really excited because the way Chip Zdarsky writes, he's written Spectacular Spider-Man, which was really good. The first 6 issues weren't, but issue 5 and 6 were really good. And then after that, I went to the Legacy numbering, and it got better and better. And he had that final issue with Spectacular Spider-Man, which he actually drew and wrote, which won an award, I believe. And then he wrote the fantastic miniseries of Life of Spider-Man. So this guy has been writing good, and his Daredevil stuff has been really good too. So Daredevil, I give it a pickup, in my opinion. So Daredevil will be on shelves. Next, we're going to move on to Detective Comics 1011, written by Peter J. Tomasi and art by Christian Deuce. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. In order to carry out his contract and get what he's owed, Deadshot must kill Lucius Fox. But Lucius Fox. Batman isn't about to let that happen, but without the use of lethal force, does he stand a chance against Deadshot? Plus, Mr. Freeze sets the last pieces of his Year the Villain master plan into motion. To be honest, I am very behind on Detective Comics, so I wouldn't even know. I don't even know. Okay, so this is part 3 of a storyline. Because 1009 started, Take Your Shot. Yeah, that's what it's called, Take Your Shot. So, no, it's called Survivor. What the hell? No, what the? Okay, that's weird. The way they named it is just part 2. This is part 3. Yeah, so you really want to pick up 1009, 1010, and then 1011 to understand where you're going. So it's in the middle of a storyline, so maybe if you want to pick that up, or you could wait after that storyline, and then I could let you know where to go jumping on. So yeah. But we're gonna move on to the next book, which is Doctor Strange number 11, written by Mark Waid and art by Jesus Saiz. Oh, okay, he's back on the book. Yeah, he's back on the book, and the price point is $3.99. And this is the description of the book. Doctor Strange's life was changed by a car accident in upstate New York. A new accident is going to change Steven's life in just as big a way. Okay, I would say it's a good jumping on point, but the issue is I know when this book is ending. It's ending on issue 20, so at this point you really don't have to read it. I'm reading it because I like to read the complete series. But at this point, if you're reading just 2 issues, you're like, I want to read more Doctor Strange. You could read the first arc and then decide if you want to read his run, or you could read someone else's run. But I'm not going to recommend this book, unfortunately. But we're going to move on to the next book, which is Event Leviathan number 4, written by Brian Michael Bendis and art by Alex Maleev. And the price point is $3.99. And this is the description of the book. Batman vs. Superman witness the integration of the decade as Bruce Wayne tears into Superman to find the missing piece of Leviathan's puzzle they both need. It's a battle of wits and wills as the greatest detectives in the universe get together to figure out the why and how of Leviathan before it's too late. And that doesn't work. In come Lois Lane. From the creative team of Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev, it's another fully painted noir thriller that will tear a bloody trail through the DC universe. Not gonna jump in on point. I'm only on issue 2 of Leviathan as well, and so far it's been very filler. And then I get more Event Leviathan in Action Comics. So at this point, I really don't care anymore for Event Leviathan. I really don't. I just want this to end and give me another storyline. Because I'm sorry, Brian Michael Bendis, I'll finish story arc and then like maybe this one will be like the change that it needs. But in my opinion, it's been a slow burn. So don't pick it up. We're gonna move on. Oh, I'm really excited for this. The Flash number 78, written by Joshua Williams and art by Rafa Sandoval. The price point is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. It's the death of the Speed Force for the Flash as our hero squares off with a new Force users, Forza, Steadfast, and Psyche. If the Flash can't convince his fellow speedsters to unite and find a cure for the dying Speed Force, certain death awaits. Plus, Captain Cold's latest recruit is a familiar friend who's got a brand new grudge. Now, this storyline will deal with the death of the Speed Force. And what Joshua Williams said, this will carry on in future Flash stories. So this is part 3 of his storyline. So I don't think I'm even there, because I read issue 75. Yeah, no, I'm not even there. I'm not even there, boys. Because I read issue 75, so... Oh, okay, so yeah, you need to read issue 76, 77. No, wait. No, yeah, it's issue 75, okay. No, that finishes that. No, 76 and 77, my bad. Yeah, so part 2 of storyline, so you want to read Flash, you want to read this, you're like, yes, it's going to be an exciting storyline. I'm really excited for that storyline, to be honest. And the Flash is doing so many good things. It's weird it doesn't get enough recognition in the comic world, unfortunately. It doesn't sell as much as Batman, but it should, because the quality of writing is really good. So, will the Speed Force die and then give a new status code to the Flash? We'll see, and I can't wait. I can't wait till I read. I'm catching up. I'm in I have 5 more piles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, because I went last week and I got another pile, a little bit of a tangent. So I had 7 piles, and I read 2 piles over today, which is Sunday. So if I read 1 tomorrow and Wednesday, By 2 weeks from now, I should be done with everything. I should be done reading all the books. I should be caught up with everything, and I could be like, oh, you could read this and this and this. But yeah, Hawkman. We're gonna move on to the next book. Hawkman number 16, written by Robert Venditti and art by Pat Olifel. Olifel. Olifeli? Olifel. Okay. The price point is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. A wounded Hawkman and the Shadow not Shadow and the Shade are forced to follow the newly empowered Shadow Master into the Shadowlands. In this place, the all-new and powerful Shadow Thief controls all. What hopes do a weakened Hawkman and Shade have against a god of shadows? Am I caught up with this? No, I'm not caught up. So this is part 3. Yeah, this is part 3 of a storyline. So this is your kind of jumping on. If you need to jump on, you need to read issue 14, 15, and 16, which you can still find in comic shops. If I remember correctly, Lex Luthor gave Shadow Master a deal, because right now in the comics, right now for You're the Villain, not Shadow. Lex Luthor is going around many villains and heroes and many people in the DC universe, giving them offers / gifts, and we don't know those gifts or offers until like the story unfolds. Now, yeah, so I really don't know, because we do see Lex giving someone said offer / gift, and and plus Hawkman's been really good. Robert Venditti's done really good stuff, especially with like Hawkman's history, because it's very complicated, and the way he did it, condensed it. Well, he didn't condense it, but he gave a better explanation of his life. So I'd say pick this up. You should pick up issue 14, 15, 16. So I'll give you that. Next, we're gonna go to this book, which is really good, but you might not want to pick it up. Well, you can pick it up. But The Immortal Hulk Director's Cut number 3, written by Al Ewing and art by Joe Bennett. The horror has a name, and now it's unleashed in a full. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. The horror has a name, and now it is unleashed in a full graphic detail. Walter Langowski is an ex-football star, space diplomat, and a beloved superhero. Walter Langowski is charming, healthy, and outgoing. Walter Langowski is the opposite of Bruce Banner, and Walter Langowski is going to die today because he went looking for Banner and found the Immortal Hulk. The critically acclaimed reinvention of one of Marvel's biggest icons is re-represented in director's cut form, complete with Joe Bennett's savage pencils and more incredible behind-the-scenes features, reprinting of the Immortal Hulk number 3. Now, I've talked about Immortal Hulk 3, and you know what? It's probably one of the greatest series by Marvel to date. And you say, I don't want to pick up the trade, but I want to pick up single issues. The director's cut, and also if you're like an artist, the director's cut will be your thing to pick up, because after you read the book, you get the pencil art, you get the designs by Joe Bennett. So I'm picking it up because I love Joe Bennett's art. So I'm really excited for this one. Even though I read the book already, I'll read it again, because why not? Because the Immortal Hulk is that damn good. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more books. Okay. Justice League Odyssey number 13, written by Dan Abnett and art by Will Conrad. And the price point is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Sepulchre is activated. The entire ghost sector has been imprisoned and enslaved as a new realm of apocalypse, with Darkseid as its supreme ruler. Return to power with reborn new gods at his side and Ghost Sector as an impeccable fortress. Darkseid sets his sights on the remaining universe. Can anyone stand in his way? Where are the Justice League Odyssey? And what are the shocking identities of the heralds who now do Darkseid's malevolent bidding. From what it looks like it, I already know who the from the cover. It already tells you who the new gods are. I'm guessing this is part 2 of a storyline. Yeah, it looks like it's part 2. So if you want, you can read issue 13. I thought it was ending already, but apparently I was wrong. Oh, okay. So, okay, I thought. Okay, so it's pickable. It's pickable. So you can pick it up if you're really into Cyborg, Starfire, Azrael, and Jessica Cruz, Green Lantern. You can read about those characters. And Darkseid. Darkseid's part of the team too. So if you want to know why Darkseid's part of the team, you should really read Just Like Odyssey. It's hard because it really doesn't tie in much to the bigger scheme of of what Scott Snyder's doing. But I enjoy it for the most part. Okay, next. King Thor number one, written by Jason Aaron and art by Esad Ribic. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Superstar Jason Aaron and Esad Ribic conclude their epic Thor story. The creators of this legendary Thor God of Thunder series that kicked off one of the most epic runs in Marvel history are back together for one last ride with the almighty Lord of Asgard. 7 years ago, Jason Aaron and Esad introduced the Thor of the far future, all-father of a broken realm and a dying universe. As he stood in battle against the Butcher of Gods, a wielder of the all-black Necrosword, now the nefarious blade has returned in the hands of Thor's all-time greatest enemy, his brother Loki, for one last battle, for one final climactic showdown. Behold the book, no comics fan, no. Behold the book, no comics. No, see, they should fix that. Behold the book that comic fans should not miss. The celebration, the end of a truly marvelous era. Now, I really can't wait for this because this will cap off Jason Aaron's Thor run. I did read Thor. No, I didn't read Thor 16. I read Thor 15, which was kind of really like a goodbye to everything. I really can't wait for King Thor, so I'm really excited. And also, the art is always on point. The covers always look fantastic. But it's going to be sad because Jason Aaron has been writing Thor for 7 years. This has been your Thor guy. I wonder who's going to take over Thor. I don't know. Because the thing about after this ends, basically someone else can just say, oh, forget that Thor part, that feature is not going to happen. Or someone's be like, yeah, well, I'll still, pick up whatever Jason Aaron has, and, I'll try to make up something for, I'll respect Aaron's legacy and create my own legacy at the same time. So, I'm really excited. So, pick it up. It's also a new storyline as well. Well, not a new storyline, but it's a new book. So, we're going to move on to Loki number 3, written by Daniel Kibblesmith and art by Oscar Bazaldua. The price point is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Welcome to his nightmare. The nefarious nightmare has come to Earth, and only Loki, the god of nothing, can stop him from trapping all of New York into the nightmare dimension. But first, he'll need to strike a bargain with a new and powerful force that will change the Marvel Universe forever. Who or what will Loki become when he steps foot into the mysterious? Now, I read issue 1. I think I have issue 2 right here. No, I don't have issue 2, unfortunately. I have issue 2 somewhere. I think issue 2 is right here. I read issue 1. Issue 1 has a good idea. It's not a bad book. I'll give it that. It's actually pretty good. Again, if you like Loki from the MCU, I think you'll enjoy this book. He has a new role. He's a king of the Frost Giants now. He's like, I don't want to be king. I kind of want to do my own thing. I want to be the god of mystery. Oh, not the god of mystery. I just want to be my own. I just want to do my own thing. I want to be ruler. I want to be Loki. I like it. I like what they're doing with the idea. So when a book's bad, I'll let you know when it's not good. Again, this is just my opinion. But if you like someone's writing style, I won't blame you. Because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Action Comics by Brian Michael Bendis is the best," but in my opinion, it's not. It's okay at best. It was like okay, then it got better. Then, because this event line, the stuff is just like, what are you doing? But yeah. Oh god. Okay, sorry. We're gonna move on to the next book. My bad. Really tired. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 10, written by Saladin Ahmed and art by Javier Garron. And the price point is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Spider-Man semi-sequential or big 250th anniversary issue. That's right, it's our 250th issue, and it's Miles Morales' birthday, but you're getting all the gifts. A mystery dating back to Miles' first appearance answered. A terrifying villain destined to become one of Miles' greatest adversaries revealed. Special guests like maybe Peter Parker, Spider-Man? You know it all. But all busting out of 25 pages by main series storytellers Saladin Ahmed, Javier Garron, plus a bonus back up by Ahmed and special guest artists delving into the history of your new favorite character, Starling. Your FOMO is founded and don't miss it. So this is picking up a new storyline. Okay. Alright. Is it? Is it? Okay, yeah, it's probably picking up a new storyline. Yeah, it looks like it is picking up a new storyline. Okay, so yeah, the reason why it's a little bit more expensive, this book, is because, again, it says it's 250 issues. So, because it's counting the ultimate run of Peter Parker, and then Miles Morales' run, and then whatever they put for Miles Morales. So I'm excited. We got 6 more books. Geez, this is gonna be quite a bit of a podcast. Moon Knight Annual number 1, written by Cullen Bunn and art by Ibrahim Mustafa. And the price point is $4.99 because it's an annual, and it's also an acts of evil thing, which I still don't know what acts of evil. Oh, I read up. Okay, let me give a description. Then let's go to the description. Moon Knight battles Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror has found a way to rewrite history in his own image, but when the chance to settle an ancient grudge against the Egyptian god Khonshu tempts Kang, the process is interrupted and time and reality quickly go haywire. Now Khonshu's avatar, Moon Knight, must find a way to fix the time stream before Kang is able to complete his goal. But with time acting erratically, there's no telling where Moon Knight will end up or when. I like Moon Knight as a character, so I will pick this up. And this acts of evil stuff, basically how they described it was, each hero is gonna fight a villain that they've never faced before. So I'll pick it up. I like Moon Knight. Plus, I miss Moon Knight. After his 200th issue, we haven't had a Moon Knight book, and he is getting his own TV show on Disney Plus. So I'm really excited. Plus, if you really want like a Batman-esque character, but with like serious, mental issues, this will be your Marvel equivalent. Okay. Next book, Powers of X number 4, written by Jonathan Hickman and art by R.B. Silva and Marta Gracia. And the price point is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. As Cerebro does as it was intended to do, Sinister does what Sinister does best, and the future comes to an end. Superstar writer Jonathan Hickman continues his reshaping of X history alongside breakout artist R.B. Silva and the future of the X-Men begins here. Now, I read Powers of X number 1, Oh my god, you thought House of X was crazy? Powers of X is crazy. And it tells you, like, you need to read both of them. Like, it tells you how to read the book as well, these two series. And to be honest, I'm really excited for X-Men. I'm really excited for X-Men. And they have their own language. Like, I really can't wait to learn Krakoa. I'm really excited to learn Krakoa, so yeah, I'm really excited for Powers of X number 4. Uh, uh, good jumping on point? No, unfortunately. But you could get the reprints of Powers of X number 1, 2, and 3, and 4. But to be honest, you really need to pick up House of X and Powers of X to really know what's going on. So you need to pick up both. Pick up both, in my opinion. Trust me. If you want to read X-Men right now, this is your time to read X-Men. Now, the next book, The Riddler, Year of the Villain number 1, written by Mark Russell, art by Scott Godolsky. The price point is $4.99, and this is a description of the book. Lex Luthor has presented dark gifts to supervillains across the DC universe, setting off what can only be called the Year of the Villain. Unfortunately, resources are limited, so not everyone gets something. The Riddler is one such person, and he is most displeased about it. With this merely an oversight or a deliberate slight, the Riddler is determined to find out which, and so should you. Basically, I will pick this up because I really am a little bit invested in this Year of the Villain stuff. I don't like it, but it's piqued my interest. Plus, it's a one-shot for Riddler, and to be honest, Riddler hasn't been doing anything besides the wedding stuff and whatever Tom King is doing with City of Bane. So, I'm really excited for this. So, I can't wait for more Riddler. Riddler is one of my favorite villains from Batman. I like him. Everyone goes for Joker. I like Joker as well, but like Riddler, you know, mine. I like when Batman has to go against him because like he has to go think above and beyond to defeat the Riddler mentally before he punches him out. Yeah, 3 more books and then we're done with this podcast. Ah, man. Next book, which is Silver Surfer Black number 4, written by Donny Cates and art by Tradmore. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The darkness is spreading, and Null is winning. But when the Surfer discovers something with the potential power to turn the tides, is he prepared to pay the terrible price for awakening it? With the cost of survival already taking its heavy toll on him, does he have another choice? I read issue 1 and I read issue 2 of Silver Surfer Black. I like it. It's trippy. The art is so trippy. I like the art. It's so trippy. And, I like the way Donny Cates writes Silver Surfer's monologue. So I really can't wait. And he's also, I really don't want to spoil this because it's kind of, yeah, I really don't want to spoil it. But yeah, if you want to really read Silver Surfer, unfortunately, it is not a good jumping on point. Because you have to read Silver Surfer Black 1, 2, and 3, and you have to pick up 4. You might as well just pick up the trade so it could be cheaper in your wallet. But if you're like me and you're like single issues, yeah, you want to pick up all 4. Okay, 2 more books in there. We're done. Venom number 18, written by Donny Cates, art by Ivan Coelho. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Absolute Carnage tie-in. Carnage's unlikely and symbiotic allies swarm Venom and his family, as all hell continues to break loose. As Carnage's army swarms the streets of New York, Eddie Brock has his hands full at Rex's warehouse. I read issue 16. I'm behind issue 17. So if you really are not into the Absolute Carnage event, you really don't have to pick this up. But let's say this, what Donny Cates has done with Venom, it's good. I like it. It's good. It reinvented Venom. and it gave him a new power set, and also gave him a more darker history, a twisted history. So I do like it. You don't have to pick this up, but if Absolute Carnage does pique your interest, pick it up. Because you really only have to read Absolute Carnage and Venom, because they go hand in hand, to be honest. Yeah, we're going to move on to the final book, which is Wonder Woman number 78. Written by G. Willow Wilson and art by Jesus Marino. And the price point is $3.99. And this is the description of the book. Her fabled bracelets shattered, her will broken, and Wonder Woman defeated. The wrath of Cheetah has been unleashed, and armed with the fabled God Killer's sword, even Amazons will fall before her. There's an exclamation, so it'll be, even Amazons will fall before her. I read issue 75, I think. No, Wonder Woman's right here. Or is it right here? Yeah, issue 76. I'm behind like 2 issues. No. Yeah, I'll go G. Will. I like what G. Willow Wilson's doing. Actually, did she write issue 75? Yeah, she did write issue 75. No? Yeah, she did write issue 75. So, yeah, I like it. Plus, it brings back Cheetah as the villain. Even though, yeah, she's appearing in the movie, so yeah, it makes sense that she was appearing in the Wonder Woman book. But yeah, that's all the books coming out this week. I hope you enjoy. Take care. Have a good day. And also tell me, which book are you excited for? And please let me know in the comments below, or in Instagram or in Twitter. You can message me there. Tell me what I should do to make the podcast a little bit more better, more interactive. Should I do this live one of these days? Should I change what I have in the background? Do you like... Oh, it's not a new set. It's just I moved my table. So usually I film it on this side. I just thought today I'll just film on this side. Because I'm really tired of the wheelchair. I mean, not the wheelchair. The chair moving this way. So yeah. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.